This presentation of the Big Game was made possible through the kind support of Tangipahoa Parish Tourism, your guide to the crossroads of Louisiana. North Oaks Health System, improving lives every time, every touch. And Gateway Ford, Gateway gives the deal.
Tangipahoa Parish is home to the strawberry capital of the world and the premier destination for family fun and adventure. Whether you're looking to visit one of our historic museums, grab a bite to eat at our amazing restaurants, or attend an exciting local event, there's always something to do in Tangipahoa Parish. Tangipahoa Tourism is proud to support the Southeastern Channel in its mission to educate and inspire young media professionals right here in Tangipahoa Parish, the crossroads of Louisiana.
Drop, yo.
I think this is a great place to live, a great place to raise a family. This is just a place that we love. I think it is your responsibility to support that community that you're in. And that's something that we've always done here and something we're very proud of. Sponsoring Little League and sponsoring the high school and sponsoring the university. And I just feel like that's as much of our responsibility to be visible in the community and show that we're here and we're a part of what's going on with our neighbors and our customers.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to The Big Game. I'm Kendrick Allen alongside Jules Dormain, and for this episode, we'll be checking in with beach volleyball to see how they've started their season.
We'll also take a look at both professional and Southeastern spring football.
But first, we'll look at how the softball and baseball teams have been performing so far. Head coach Rick Freeman and his Lady Lions currently sit at 8-1 in conference play and are sitting at the top of the Southland standings. For more on their success so far, here's Big Game reporter Jules Dormain.
The Lady Lions softball team has continued their Southland dominance into this season. They find themselves sitting in first place in the Southland Conference with about a month to go in the regular season. The Lady Lions have continued to show their speed, leading the Southland in total stolen bases with 119. This nearly doubles the next closest Southland member, McNeese, with 68 stolen bases. These stolen bases, however, would not be possible without the hitting from Chloe McGee and Maria Detillier. Chloe McGee finds herself in the top 5 in batting average, hits, and runs scored in the Southland, while Maria Detillier is leading the Southland in RBIs with an impressive 37. Coach Freeman and his Lady Lions look to keep this offensive dominance going with just over a month left until the conference tournament. Reporting for The Big Game, I'm Jules Dormain. Over at Alumni Field, the baseball team has also started hot, currently sitting at second in the Southland Conference, only behind Southland newcomer UTRGV. For more on their season, here's Big Game reporter Avion Dotch.
Over their last 3-game stretch, Southeastern Louisiana University baseball has experienced both trials and triumphs. It all began with their commanding win that put the Lions on board at 17-5, overall 8-4 in the Southland Conference, setting high expectations. Then on March 23rd, they faced a tough challenge against McNeese. Despite their determined effort, the Lions fell 1-7 on a cloudy afternoon in Hammond, showing that even the best teams hit a rough patch. Not to be outdone, the Lions roared back in their next contest against LSU Alexandria, lighting up the diamond with 14 hits, 2 home runs to secure a 15-6 victory. That win boosted their overall record 18-5 and improved their conference standing to 7-2. With every pitch and swing, the resilience, passion of these Lion baseball players shine through. The journey continues and the best is yet to come. I'm Avion Dodge, reporting for the Big Game.
This past weekend, the beach volleyball team traveled to Thibodaux to compete in the Southland Conference Mid-Year Invitational. The Lady Lions started off strong with a win against McNeese on the opening day. However, they would struggle to find any momentum on day 2, but would close out the weekend with a 4-1 victory over Nichols. They traveled to Hattiesburg, Mississippi to play Southern Miss this weekend. We're going to take a break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to take a look at some former Lions players taking their shot at the next level, how the Lions football team is preparing for next season, and the start of the UFL season. All things football when the Big Game comes right back.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is vaping? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Most hiring algorithms would scream me out.
Some bosses couldn't see me as a leader.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper. I've been running code as long as I've been able to reach a keyboard.
This is what I do. It's second nature for me, coordinating 100 details at once.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
I sold them on my skills.
You gotta be so good they can't ignore you.
My magic is
analytics and empathy. That's how I'm getting clients. You have to have the confidence in yourself to show up and defy the odds.
I am more
than who I am on paper.
I never got a college degree. And today, I'm the CEO of my own company. People want to tell me I'm one in a million, when actually I'm one of millions. Stars are all around us. It's time for them to shine.
Welcome back to the Big Game. Recently, the New Orleans Saints hosted a pro day at their practice facility for Louisiana schools. 8 athletes represented Southeastern, including all conference first team members Darius Lewis and Keydrain Callaghan. However, it was defensive lineman Shamar Pearl and Warren Peoples who turned heads. Both athletes made it past the initial measurement tests and onto the positional drills. We would like to wish all the participants good luck as they head towards their next level of football.
While some former Southeastern standouts are looking to make the jump to the next level, the current Lions football team is hard at work preparing for the upcoming season. Big Game reporter Sophia Daniels takes a look at how the football roster is shaping up.
The Southeastern football team is currently in their 3rd week of spring practice as they continue their preparations for the upcoming 2025 spring game, scheduled for April 5th, with a focus on building chemistry, individual skills, and fine-tuning team strategies. Head coach Frank Selfo and his staff have been putting the players through an intense but constructive spring ball period.
We've been in the weight room a lot. We've been in the classroom, running the playbook, running the new plays. We've been coming out here, we've been trying to find an identity for ourselves and, find out who's going to be leading us, find out who's got your back and when the going gets tough.
This year's spring practices have been especially important as the Lions look to bounce back after a challenging yet improved 2024 season. With a renewed emphasis on both offense and defense, the coaching staff has been evaluating new recruits, returning players, and the team's overall depth, all while pushing for a higher level of execution and motivation across the board.
mentally and physically. It's about showing up. You got to bring consistency every day. You know, you got to bring a certain amount of energy every day. It starts by just doing the little things every single day, you know, the hard things, the small things, do everything the same way every day.
The upcoming spring game on April 5th will give fans, alumni, and the football community a chance to give a first-hand look at the team's progress and potential heading into the fall season.
Yeah, I think there's always going to be an adjustment period, but I really like the way they're coming together right now. Well, I mean, we're working out and practicing every day. We're going 6 days a week right now with the lifting and meetings and practices, and you can start to see stuff coming together.
Key position battles, standout players, and early team dynamics will likely be on display as the Lions work towards a strong 2025 campaign in the Southland Conference. With the green versus gold game on the horizon, the Lions are aiming to finish this spring on a strong note. They look to build on the last year's 7-5 record and carry that momentum into the 2025 season. Reporting for the Big Game, I'm Sophia Daniels.
Spring football isn't just heating up on the college level. The United Football League season is right around the corner. The Big Game's Lucas Hill has more.
Football is back. After 7 weeks of waiting on football to come back on television screens, the United Football League is back for a second full season. Can the Birmingham Stallions solidify their 4th straight championship in a row? Will Luis Perez continue his dominance as football spring league king? It seemed like all was well and focused on only football leading up to the UFL season until about 4 weeks ago when 24 UFL quarterbacks skipped a voluntary passing camp hosted by Jordan Palmer, an action that caused controversy as well as threats of being released by UFL coaches, all of which has led to a potential strike by UFL players over negotiations between the UFL and the United Football Players Union, which has gained significant momentum with the National Football League Players Association siding with the Players Union. With just a few days until the opening game between the Houston Roughnecks and St. Louis Battlehawks, it's hard not to wonder whether or not there will be a strike before the spring game.
All in all, I love the UFL and I love what they're doing. I need the marketing to be better for the UFL. I want them to go back and look at XFL 2020. That got me absolutely pumped for spring football. They need to do whatever that was, copy it, paste it, and get the excitement built for this league. Get in the communities, do fun things.
It seems too late to do so, but in the words of UFL insider James Larson, with spring football, there are no guarantees. For the Big Game, I'm Lucas Hill.
Time for a break, but when we come back, we're going to wrap this show up with a quick look at March Madness and then some pick and roll. Don't go anywhere.
This presentation of The Big Game was made possible through the kind support of Tangipahoa Parish Tourism, your guide to the crossroads of Louisiana. North Oaks Health System, improving lives every time, every touch. And Gateway Ford. Gateway gives the deal.
Tangipahoa Parish is home to the strawberry capital of the world and the premier destination for family fun and adventure. Whether you're looking to visit one of our historic museums, grab a bite to eat at our amazing restaurants, or attend an exciting local event, there's always something to do in Tangipahoa Parish. Tangipahoa Tourism is proud to support the Southeastern Channel in its mission to educate and inspire young media professionals right here in Tangipahoa Parish, the crossroads of Louisiana.
Drop, yo.
I think this is a great place to live, a great place to raise a family. This is just a place that we love. I think it is your responsibility to support that community that you're in. And you know, that's something that we've always done here and something we're very proud of. sponsoring Little League and sponsoring the high school and sponsoring the university. And I just feel like that's as much of our responsibility to be visible in the community and show that we're here and we're a part of what's going on with our neighbors and our customers.
Welcome back to the big game. After each conference wrapped up its tournament, 64 teams took the court, all with one goal: make it to the big dance. Which teams were able to overcome the opening weekend? Big Game reporter Miles Edwards takes a closer look.
One of the world's biggest phenomenons in sports is finally here. March Madness has always been a memorable blessing and curse for many teams in the past. Celebrated with its highs and its lows is what makes March so special. Historic moments thus far, with Gonzaga dropping their 9-year Sweet 16 streak to Houston, as well as the UConn Huskies' three-peat hopes doomed by a red-hot Florida Gators team in the late going. However, the main thing going platinum has been McNeese manager Amir Ora Khan, who has leaned on a team who won their first ever tournament game against Clemson in the first round, before falling to the Purdue Boilermakers in the second round despite having a fantastic season. And hats off to the SEC. With an NCAA record, 7 teams from the conference have made it to the Sweet 16. Florida, Alabama, Tennessee, Arkansas, Kentucky, Auburn, and Ole Miss, breaking the ACC's record with 6 set back in 2016. It sure is possible that we could very well be seeing an all-SEC Final Four. Stay tuned to the tournament and expect the unexpected. From the big game, I'm Miles Edwards.
It's time for some pick and roll. Now, Jules, I mean, while neither of our teams made it to March Madness, it's been mad here in Hammond. I mean, and if you haven't heard, Ayla Gazzardo is already gone. So, I mean, she went off to McNeese for a multi-year deal with the Cowgirls. How do you feel about this movement for her?
Yeah, I mean, it's really unfortunate, right, that Southeastern has to, give up their coach, because let's be honest, everybody here at Southeastern wanted Coach Gazzardo to stay, and she's done amazing things for this program as in her 8th season this past season. And I mean, honestly, it just came down to McNeese. Honestly, they put more money into their athletic program, and that's just the truth. I mean, you look at Will Wade and his big contract that he had, and so I can't really fault Coach Gazzardo for going to McNeese. Although I would have liked her to maybe take a step up instead of such a lateral move in the Southland Conference. But it's a really big opportunity for her to go. Really turn that program around. McNeese's women's team has struggled the past couple of seasons, and I think this is a good challenge for her as a coach to really show that she can turn programs around.
And on the same thing as turning programs around, would you say that the Southland still, even though she just made a jump to a different school, would you say that it's still that same conference that you don't see many coaches retiring in because they're using it to get, up to a bigger division? Yeah, I think it goes both ways with men's and women's basketball. We just seen Coach Will Wade move up to NC State. And so, yeah, I think the Southland really is that kind of league where you can come in, you can prove that you can win games. As Coach Gazzardo did, she proved that she could win the conference. She proved they went to March Madness just 2 years ago. She's proven that she's able to win big games and win when she needs to. And I think, honestly, I'm surprised there weren't bigger schools that were looking for her name, because that's really what the Southland has unfortunately become, as almost a training ground for coaches. Yeah, I mean, I would agree, because in the last year, even for just Southeastern, you've seen big names on campus alone leaving. I mean, you've seen Gazzardo just go off just to a school across the state. And I mean, you saw that also with volleyball. We lost our coach to a school in Liberty that, they make bigger jumps than us, obviously. But I mean, it's just happened a lot. And do you think that Gazzardo would take some more players with her? She's only taken 2 so far. Yeah, I actually surprised. I haven't really heard too many players other than 2 that have entered the portal. A lot of teams in the Southland, whenever this happens, a coach moves, you often do see people follow. Even with our baseball coach, Bobby Barbier, a few of his players from Northwestern came over with him whenever he came here. So that's something that you see, and that's not just in the Southland, that's just coaching in general. You have people that you trust. And so whenever you go to your new program, you don't have to start completely from scratch. You bring a couple of guys or a couple of girls with you that know your brand of whatever sport you're coaching, and it really helps you jumpstart your career at that school. So, I mean, would you, and this is a new guy that we're bringing in, Jeff Dow. He's a proven winner. I mean, he came from Oregon. He played at Oregon. He's coached D2 and D1. He's been to the NCAA tournament in D2. He's been to the WNIT a few times. And, I mean, he's obviously going to be bringing some of his girls with him. Do you think that this is going to stop us from, going down a level?
I do think that Coach Dow will bring a lot to this program. He had found major success in D2 basketball, and even at UIW they haven't been great while he was there, but they've still been able to play teams really close. Even Southeastern, I believe this year that game was pretty close. So I think just Southeastern's so used to winning, right? Mm-hmm. So bringing in a coach who is used to winning, who is, has these accolades under him, I think that gets the community and the fans a little bit more excited because they see that we're not just getting some random person that they've never heard of. Mm-hmm. We're taking from our conference and we're finding a proven winner.
I agree. I mean, if McNeese is going to do it, why can't we? And, I mean, on the same topic of people moving around conferences or throughout divisions, the men's team, we've already seen a good bit of their guys leave. I mean, we've seen Buckley, we've seen Cam Burton, we've seen Brody Roberry all leaving. What do you think about this? What is happening there?
Yeah, I think it's just the unfortunate reality of sports today. A lot of guys entering the portal. Even Coach Kiefer here at Southeastern, he really uses that to his advantage. A couple of names that really ring a bell to me are Boogie Anderson. He came from, I believe, Denver University, alongside Roscoe Eastman. Those two were big guys for us in the past. And then this season, we had Sam Hines Jr. and Jakevion Buckley come in this year. So Coach Kiefer is really big on using that transfer portal. And so I don't really have too many worries about us being able to get people in, right? Because he's done it in the past. With Sam Hines, like I mentioned, he came from USF, really didn't play there. Then he comes to the Southland Conference and wins Southland Newcomer of the Year. I mean, Coach Kiefer has done an amazing job at attacking the portal. And one more thing I want to add, Jeremy Elizy has not entered the portal. I think that's a weight taken off of Southeastern's fans' shoulders because, man, does he have some great potential. And I was really scared that he was going to be one of those guys entering the portal.
So, I mean, on that same thing with Coach Kiefer, would you say he's one of the best at developing talent? Because, I mean, on this very show early in the year, we were talking about how this is a whole new roster.
Yeah, I think Coach Kiefer has that common ground in between, right? So he's really good at getting these veteran guys who can come in and be that guy. But I mean, as unfortunate it is that Brody Roberry is leaving, I've seen massive growth from Brody from his freshman season to what was just now his junior season. This year he even started shooting the three a little bit and using a jump shot. He would have never thought to do that in his first couple of years here. Alongside also, Coach Kiefer likes to bring in guys. I'm sure he's going to do that a lot this season. And I'm looking forward to seeing how Jeremy Elizy continues to grow and how Coach Kiefer can use him going forward.
Well, they'll transfer out. I don't think we're ever going to transfer out from here. But that'll do it for this episode of The Big Game. For more information on Lion Athletics, visit www.lionsports.net. And for more of us here at The Big Game, visit thesoutheasternchannel.com. So, for Jules Dormain and the entire Big Game crew, I'm Kendrick Allen. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.